Alright guys, we are back for more of my 2026 Easter special. We just did a game of Mario Party 9 for the Nintendo Wii, and that was a whole lot of fun. We played a game on Magma Mine, and we were able to pull off a very good successful win on that. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Nintendo Land for the Nintendo Wii U. So let's see how we do. I did have Video Game Fan 5 with me in the last few segments, but I don't have him with me right now, so I'm currently back to being by myself. But anyways, we're going to do 3 of the solo attractions in this segment, and the first game we are going to play is Yoshi's Fruit Cart. Let's of course choose my media. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so we're going to start off at gate 1. Also take the warp gates as well, just to see how far we can get. Alright, that was a good start. Alright, we're on gate 20 now. Alright, see what happens. Okay, I just barely got that peach right there at the start. Oh, darn it, I missed those grapes! That's basically what I needed right here next among the order on the flag gates. That was embarrassing. Alright, let's try again. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. And we are going to get a 1-up right there, so we do get that life back for what we lost earlier. Alright, we got it. Alright, time for gate 21. Gotta try to be very careful out here with those bees. We're getting nervous with them. Alright, let's try right about now. Oh, what the? That was weird. The moment when I got that melon, I ran right into a bee at the same time. I've never seen anything like that happen before in my life. Alright, but anyways, let's try this again. Let's wait till those bananas get around here. Alright. Nah! Okay. We got it this time. Alright, we're on to gate 23 now. I'm gonna go for the warp gate up at the top. That one was easy. Alright, where does this take me here? Alright, gate 25. Okay. So now let's try to be very careful where we're drawing on this one. I'm gonna try like this. Alright. We at least got that heart right there, so we're good there. Alright, got myself a 10 coin bonus to that present, and we made it! Glad I was able to handle that in one shot. Alright, let's move on to gate 26. Alright, let's go! Alright! We did it! That's how it's done. Alright, on to gate 27. Let's try right about now. Ah, damn, I missed the watermelon, but at least the good news is that we did get a 1-up. Oh, never mind, we actually still got that watermelon right there from that line I drew. I will admit, I was lucky of how I managed to get it. But anyways, let's see what happens now on gate 29. But now we're back to these bees right here, but I don't know. Let's try to find the right timing here to go. Alright, how about now? Alright, 10 coin bonus. Alright! I timed it just right there. That was impressive. Alright, we're now on gate 39. Alright, we'll try going for the warp gate on the right. But before I go, I want to wait for these bananas to get around here. Alright, let's go right about now. Alright, blue check mark. And there's another one up. And a 10 coin bonus as well. Nice. Alright, very good. Alright, we're now on to gate 43. But now this is where things are getting much tougher. have my line drawn right here, but I want to wait for the melon to get around right here before I can go. Alright, let's go right now. Oh, darn it. We unfortunately ran right into that bee. But that's alright. We still have 3 lives left. So we're not going to worry about too much. Alright. Now I'm going to wait for the watermelon to get around. And I will say right about now. What? How did I miss those bananas? That was stupid. Now we got 2 ice left. Alright, I need to think carefully on this. Alright, let's go right now. Alright, there we go. That's better. Alright, it's time now for gate 44. This is another top one right here, because there are 3 bees out here, and they're all different sizes. Boy, I am not feeling good about this. Oh. Might take me a little bit to decide on my lie right here. I'm just really nervous. Let's try it like that here. I want to wait for one of those fruits to get around to where I am. Alright, let's go now. I've got our blue check mark. Oh no! Dang it, I ran right into that big bee and now we're down to our last life. This is where it really matters most here. I must be careful. Alright, I have my line drawn. I just need to wait for the grapes to get around right here so I can plan this out perfectly. Alright, let's go now. Alright, we made it. So now it's time to go to gate 46. This is where we need to grab those chili peppers carefully to hit that switch that's right in the center. We're basically in between these holes. Alright, let's try like this and hope for the best. Oh no! Dang it, I couldn't quite hit the switch right there for what I was trying to do. Oh man, that was a shame. But we still didn't do too bad of a job right there. We managed to get up to gate 46 and we ended up with a total of 764 points. Alright, that's it for the first game. Let's go ahead and move on to another one. And this time, let's go ahead and play Donkey Kong's Crash Course. This is known for being a very hard game right here, but I'm still willing to give this a shot. Let's see what happens. Alright, let's get started at Area 1. Alright, very good. So now we're on to Area 2. Alright, Area 3. Alright, we're taking this big jump here. Alright, moving on to Area 4. Oh shoot! Dang it, I let go too early right there. That was my fault. So there goes one of my lives. Oh no! That made no sense of what just happened there. Come on. And it happened again! Are you serious? God, this is where we're getting stupid right now. Okay, thank you. Alright, now I gotta make sure I don't screw it up here this time. There we go. I just got some coins there as well. Alright, Area 5. Alright, now we're on to Area 6. Taking another big jump here. Alright, Area 7. Just got one up there. Alright, heading to Area 8. Oh, what the heck was that? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, back to 2 lives right now. Alright, at least we got past that part now. And we're on to Area 9. This is where things start to get very complicated here. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Alright, let's see what we can do with our last life. Dang it, that's game over. I had a feeling that would happen right here, especially since of how hard it is. But at least I got up to the part of that game right here of what I was expecting. So not complaining too much there. But anyways, we end up with 2,767 points on that one. Alright, anyways, we're going to do one more game here in the segment. And let's finish things off with Captain Falcon's Twister Race. Let's see if we can have a good performance here. Alright, starting off at Area 1. Here we go. Alright, moving on to Area 2. Alright, on to Area 3 now. Alright, let's go to Area 4. Time for us to go ahead and use these trick ramps. And there's our first checkpoint. Very nice. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and speed up now as we move on to Area 5. Darn it. That slowed me down a little bit, but at least we got the star. Alright, let's go to Area 6. I got our star right here. Well, we got caught by that air duct, but we're still gonna be fine. Alright, let's see what happens now in Area 7. Grab that star again over here. Now we gotta try to watch out for those red bombs. Alright, Area 8. Another star once again. And we're gonna make it to another checkpoint. Well done. Alright, we're speeding up again here as we move on to Area 9. Ah, jeez. Alright, we're on Area 10. Ah, dang it. I was worried I was going to mess that up right there. Alright, now we're on to area 11. Oh boy, I almost screwed that up right there. Alright, we're on to the final area. And we made it! How about that? Just finished the regular course right here, and we're currently sitting at 7,132 points. Alright, so now we get to do the extra course, so let's see how well that goes. Alright, going all the way back to area 1. Alright, on area 2. Ah, darn it. Kind of messed that up right there. Oh no, not again. But we still barely made it through that one. Alright, anyways, on to area 3. Oh boy, are we gonna make it? Ah, no we're not. So that's game over. But that's still not a bad performance right here for how well we did right there. So we can't complain much at all. Alright, 7,623 points right there for our score. Alright, anyways, to wrap things up here for this segment, let's go ahead and very quickly take care of the coin game by dropping all our coins that we earned. And of course, I'm just going to do rapid drops right here since I already have all the prizes. Alright, anyways, we're now going to go ahead and go to the next stage. I've got that one. Let's keep going. Oh, we are so close to getting that last one right there in the center. That would have been lucky right there if that one coin would have dropped over there, but it couldn't quite get over there. But that's alright. At least we still got past a couple stages right here, which is pretty good. But anyways, that is going to do it for Nintendo Land for the Nintendo Wii U as part of my 2026 Easter special. But we still have some more games to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.